Yo guys, I'm Niek from Produce School and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video I'm going to teach you how to make a progressive house drop like Martin Garrix. But before the video starts, I want to mention that we have a Martin Garrix sample pack available on theproduceschool.com. We also have a free Avicii pack available. This is a limited edition, so make sure to get your hands on it right now before it's out of stock. And for now, let's just start with the video. Okay, so the first thing I did was creating a melody. The melody is really like the main element of your progressive house drop. I created the melody in FL Keys, a simple piano from FL Studio itself, and it sounds like this. As you can hear, it's very simple, but in my opinion that's the key to a good progressive house melody. Just keep it simple, don't overthink your melody. You should just keep it simple and memorizable for the listener. And in my opinion that's the key to a good progressive house melody. I loaded in 6 lead layers and I pasted the melody in them, and I will play them separately. So the first lead is Lead Mistake, a silent preset from our Garrix bundle. I won't go in depth for the sound design in this tutorial, but if you guys would like to have some sound design tutorials on Martin Garrix, please let me know in the comments and we can do that in the upcoming weeks. The next preset is also a silent one layer. It's called Lead Together and it sounds like this. The next one, again a silent one layer, lead progression. This one is a simple white noise layer. It's really simple. You can make it in 3 times oscillator as well or something like that. It's just simple white noise and it sounds like this. Then for the last 2 presets we have 2 serums, both for a plug. The first one is plug Summer. And the next one is plug PZ. This one really fills up like the higher frequencies. Altogether the lead sounds like this. When you are layering progressive house leads, you just need to make sure that every area in your frequency range, like above 200 frequencies or something, is covered. So you should not use the bass frequencies, but you should cover all the higher and mid frequencies to make a very full sound. All the leads are linked to a mixer track, and those are linked to a lead bus, which you can easily create by selecting this. Right click on this little arrow here and select route to this track only. All the output from your like silent one and serums, all your VSTs will be routed through the lead bus to the master. So every effect you put on the lead bus will be applied on all the VSTs, and then after that will be sent to the master channel. And we can use that to add reverb and kickstart and stuff like that. For example, reverb is very handy to put that on the bus because you can use the same decay time very easily. I also opened a kickstart, which is just really simple. I put the mix on 80% and that's basically it. If you want to EQ your leads, make sure to cut out all the frequencies beneath like 200 Hz and make sure to make necessary cuts on areas where you feel like the lead is having very nasty frequencies. One little trick I like to use on the lead is using very short and fast notes to create an effect like this. This just gives the melody a lot more energy and keeps it going. I made the bass notes. I'm not going to explain how I did that because we already have a video on that. If you want to know how to make like the melody and the bass very specifically, make sure to check out the video that's on the top right corner of your screen right now. There Janik will explain you how to make melodies and a bass like via chords like Martin Garrix. Together they now sound like this. For the bass I have two layers. The first one is a serum layer, it's called Bass I Can't. It's a very fuzzy and dirty bass and it sounds like this. Once again, I'm not going to dive into the sound design, but if you guys want that, make sure to leave a comment and we can make a lot of videos about it. The next bass is a silent 1 bass trembling, which is actually a rolling bass, and you can achieve this by linking the LFO to the filter. So select cutoff AB right here. I went for the sine wave and then just open up this button and you will get an effect like this. Of course, you can't forget about the sub-bass. The sub-bass is a saw wave in silent 1 with a low pass filter on it, and it sounds like this. This is just to fill up the lowest frequencies of your bass. On the mid basses, make sure to cut out all the frequencies beneath like 100 Hz because you want to have room for your bass and your kick. If you want to know about mixing your kick and bass, we also have a video on that. Some cool VSTs that we can use on our bass is this effector, for example. Turn on the Vox mode and turn off the bypass and just play around with this little, like, I don't know how to call it, play around with this. Or add an OTT, which is a multiband upwards and downwards compressor, and basically all you have to do is play with the depth. This is the sound without the effector, and this is the sound with the effector. So from the bass notes I created like a chord progression for in the drop, which sounds like this. I really love this chord progression, it's really sick. 3 layers for the drop chords. The first one is a silent 1 lead Martin from the Garrix bundle, which sounds like this. It's comparable to the ARP 5th Prophet, which is just in like the basic soundbanks from silent 1. The second one is a serum preset, which sounds like this. And the last one is also a silent, which is called synth drop pad. This one is to like fill up all the frequencies and to really give the drop a lot of energy. Of course, we can't forget about a piano in the break, and I went for this piano. I went for this piano because everybody can open this one, and it's FL keys, just a basic piano from FL Studio. Altogether the elements now sound like this. The drums and effects are really simple, but there are a few things you should really do. So first of all, which is very like logical, you should add a kick drum. And I would recommend you to make it mono with the stereo separation in your mix. Then on top of the kick you should add a clap loop and a ride. In empty parts of your drop, so for example here where the melody stopped playing, you should add like fills and percussions to really make it interesting to listen to. And I added stuff like this. Then between the first and second part of the drop I added the end of a snare fill and some short fills right here. And of course in the second part there is a drum loop coming in, which is just a basic tom. All these samples and presets I use in this video are from the Garrix bundle. Make sure you also add some risers and some down filters and stuff like that. You can also add some things like tape stop and filters. D-Blue Tape Stop is a free plugin and it's really handy when you're making progressive house. If we now put together all the elements, the drop sounds like this. There will be a lot more tutorials on progressive house coming soon. We now have holidays, so we have a lot of time to spend on our channel. I also have a big announcement for 2020. We will start using a face cam as soon as possible, and we also want to give you guys more content than only tutorials. So for example, if we are at dance fair, we can film stuff at dance fair and stuff like that. But that's all coming in 2020, so we are very hyped for that and we hope you guys are too. I'm going to give away this project to 5 people in the comments in the next video, so make sure to leave a nice comment and maybe you win this. For now, I want to thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys next time.